before I sign off, but let's move on to the Friday box office predictions. Okay, here's what I got. I'm going to go full mass here. Now, this was a tough one for me, and I want you to tell me if you think I'm way off base, and I'll close the poll out, and I'll check a look at that later. Ain't nobody talking to me today, man. Damn, I'm sorry, man. I apologize. But here's what I predict for this weekend. So for the June 23rd to the 25th domestic box office prediction, this was a tough one for me. And for those of you listening on the podcast, if you can't see what we're with the graph, with the graphic that I have displayed, box office weekend predictions, I have number 1 will be The Flash. Number 2, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Number 3 will be Elementals. At number 4 on their opening week will be No Hard Feelings. So me and my wife just saw that last night. It was pretty funny, but it's not going to. Yeah, I'm there. It's going to be at number 4. A lot of people are agreeing we'll be on that one. And rounding off the top 5 will be Transformers: Rise of the Beast, which I have still not seen. I have to put a little bit of an asterisk on it because some people were predicting that Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse may take the number 1 spot again. For that to happen, The Flash debuted at 55 million. Let's just only talk domestically here. You would have to be close to or exceed a 70% drop off. That is a cliff of a dive. 9 times out of 10, it's 50%. Worst case scenario for a bad movie, I guess, is 60 or plus. 70 is a disaster. You already had a disastrous opening. And unless that word of mouth on the negative side of things is like, nah, it's not worth the time. Just wait for it to come out on Max and blah, blah, blah. That's the word of mouth that's getting. And this hits 70% or anywhere near like 70% of a drop off from week 1 to week 2. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse will get. So I'm predicting that it's going to be very close, within 2 million, no matter what. Winner Spider-Man or winner Flash for number 1. It's going to be a face-off between those two. But I'm going to give the edge to Flash. But if I'm wrong, and I kind of hope I'm wrong, and that's what I was talking about earlier, is that little gimmick, oh, there's new formats, there's new versions of it, depending on what theater you go to. It's not going to be enough to make a dent. But if it's enough to make a dent of excitement to have a better fourth week the third week for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, for that to stay within like a 50% drop from last, because we're talking about under $20 million for both, somewhere like 18, 19 million for both movies, 17, 18, 19, maybe 20 million. It would mean that Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse would have to do better, like around 50% or more. And Flash would have to do like close to 70% of a drop from the first week to the second week for Spider. And I just don't see that happening. But at the same time, with this movie, it's been so weird. So that's where I'm at. Let me go full mass one last time. That's where I'm at. Number 1 should be Flash, but it's going to be close with number 2, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Number 3, Elementals, getting around to the 13 million or more, give or take. It's predicting around 11 million for No Hard Feelings, and around 9 to 10 million for Transformers. So there you go. Number 1, Flash. Number 2, Spider. 3, Elementals. Number 4, No Hard Feelings. Number 5, Transformers. That's where I'm at. So we'll see if I'm correct. Let me know what you guys think that's going to be, and we'll see if we're right next week on the rundown when we go live. Sayonara. Peace. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button, like, and comment your thoughts on this topic or any topics that you think that we should talk about in upcoming videos. Also, you can follow us at T3 Medias on Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and we also have a T3 Media Studios podcast where we post our movie reviews and episodes of The Rundown.